Hey everyone, Doomlord here, and today I'm going to be making a top 10 video about my top 10 favorite Overwatch here. Now, one rule, I'll be using the latest version of Overwatch right now, which means Orisa is the newest hero. And two, number two of my favorite list is a tie because I just couldn't decide on which one. Also, one more thing, there will be honorable mentions, and I'll be factoring some of my favorite heroes. There's 2 supports, 2 tanks, 3 defense, and 3 offense. Those are my favorite heroes, and also gonna be my favorite to play as. At number 10, we have SOMBRA. When SOMBRA was first announced, I couldn't wait to play her. SOMBRA was gonna be a great character to me because she has many unique abilities that make her hard to kill. There's hacking, teleportation, and invisibility. Those abilities will really get on my enemy's nerves. Also, with Sombra's EMP, she can literally take out all of my enemy's abilities, making it easy for my team to get rid of them, especially if there's a Reinhardt or any tanks with shielding abilities. Something about Sombra that I don't really like is her damage. She has great damage when up close, but one of my favorite things to do as a hero is to do heavy amounts of damage to get an enemy out so I can move on to the next one. Sombra doesn't really take that out, but still, she's a great character to troll with. For number 9, we have ROADHOG. Now, ROADHOG might be my second favorite tank. His hook ability can take out almost any hero, well, except for tanks and Bastion, and his shotgun can do large amounts of damage up close and far away with shotgun blast. Also, with his ability to take a breath, I can literally get as much health as I need for a battle. I mostly use take a breath when I'm at 300 or less health. That way I can get lots of heals and to build up my ult faster. One problem I see with ROADHOG is he's the only tank hero without a shield, and it will make it easy for my enemies to get their ults very quickly. But still, with ROADHOG's large physique and ability combo, I can take out most of my enemies, and I could do it with a play of the game. Still, large physique makes it easy for enemies to get their ults. For number 8, we have Zenyatta. Now, Zenyatta was my favorite support hero before I used someone else, but now Zenyatta is more of my secondary support hero. But don't get me wrong, he's still great for an offense and support. He can heal his teammates and do damage boost to enemies. And by that I meant he gives damage to his enemies. He's great to take out enemies with teammates and help teammates from a distance. Also, since Zenyatta's health is shields, that means he can regenerate over time. But he still only has 200 health, making him easy to kill by most tanks. But with Zenyatta's abilities, I think that really makes up for his lack of health. For number 7, we have Mercy. Now, Mercy might be my favorite support hero due to the fact that she has the best support abilities ever. Her healing abilities can give health and damage boost to your teammates. She has a glide ability, so if you somehow get knocked over or you need to get to a teammate, you can use that and save yourself and save your team. Also, her ult is the best. Like, you can bring back any dead teammate near you. Something I found a problem with Mercy is her weapon. Sure, it has long range, but I don't really use her weapon that much due to the fact that I'm a support and I want to support my team instead of going in alone. But also, Mercy does have an ability to go slower, so that's an improvement to her weapon. For number 6, we have Reaper. Now, Reaper's my favorite offense hero to get up close. With Reaper's dual shotguns, I can take out most enemies unless I'm being teamed. Also, Reaper's abilities really let me get into areas that other people can't. Teleportation and Rayform will let me be immune, and Reaper's a great counter to May with Rayform. It literally makes him immune to the ice to get away. But some problems with Reaper. His teleportation, he announces it unless someone's near. Also, if I'm going up a sniper and they see me, wait for it, headshot, and Rayform, people can follow you while you're in Rayform, which means they can get easy kills on me unless I heal or get back in a safe area. But Reaper's Death Blossom makes up for those two flaws because it kills everyone near him. Now we have Genji. Genji is my favorite mobility hero. He's great for flanking and direct assaults. Genji's great for all ranges, close and far. His deflect ability can block any attack except for beams. His slash ability can hurt enemies and help him get up. His climbing wall will help me get up to snipers. Also, his ultimate really helps unless against small enemies. That means tanks will be kind of immune. Also, people with shields and if I'm being ganked. Some problem with Genji is that none of his attacks really do damage alone. Not even the ult. They all have to work together. You have to use all your abilities at once in order to get at least a single kill or a multi-kill. But Genji is still a very good hero for flanking and killing. Now, number 4 is the most annoyingest hero, Bastion. Bastion is my favorite defense hero for turrets. I can literally wait in a corner and shoot at any enemies. A great place for Bastion to be in with his legendary skin, the Forest, is to be in the Temple of Anubis. When I'm there, I hide in a bush, wait for my enemies to get past, and shoot and spray them down. It's a great way to take out as many enemies as you can without being noticed. Because who will see a Bastion camouflage with its environment? No one. But one flaw about Bastion is his movability and sentry in normal form. Like, normal form is good for movability and getting lots of damage, but not really for taking out many enemies. Also, he's very slow. Some things that change about Bastion is his healing. I mean, before he has infinite healing but can't move. Now he has limited healing but he can move. I find this very well to make escapes. I can keep healing myself while moving. Also, with Bastion's ult, it can get lots of kills, but only if you see enemies and if they're very small enemies. That means he can't really get damage kills against big enemies like tanks. But he's very good for kills. Now for my favorite tank, D.Va. D.Va is my favorite tank due for several reasons. One, she's a defense hero, an offense hero, and a tank. She has 3 different roles to play. With her boost, she can go after or escape from enemies. Defense matrix block any attack except for beam weapons. And her shotgun blasters can take out lots of enemies if up close. So that would be very useful. She also, with her mech form, she has 2 shells, making it very good to take out many enemies. Another reason why I like D.Va a lot is because she can get out of her mech form and go pistol, making it more range but less armor. Some flaws with D.Va is her natural movability and her head. In mech form, you're mostly likely to hit her head, so ROADHOG can really take her out for very quickly. But she's still number 3. Okay, this one is a tie because I just couldn't pick which one is better. Number 2, HANZO and Soldier 76. Now, let's talk about HANZO. Out of all the snipers, HANZO is my favorite. He has a bow and arrow, so he can get quick headshots, ability to see enemies, ability to hit enemies in a small room with lots of walls, and his aura can go through walls and hit a bunch of enemies. Flaw, no scopes. He doesn't really have any ability to scope. For Soldier, he has a sprint ability, missiles, healing station, auto aim ultimate, and his gun is a rifle with lasers. Not many flaws with Soldier, just his weapon over time. The more you shoot with his pulse blaster, it gets hard. The range starts to spread. You can't get really direct shots unless you're ulting. But he still and HANZO are number 3. So here are some honorable mentions as well. Ana's good, but not very good for sniping because I can't get into areas unless I'm moving. Reinhardt has great defense, but not very good attack with getting up close. McCree's good, but not so well because I don't really like to aim that much. And number 1 is Junkrat. Junkrat is the best hero in my opinion, for several reasons. 1, he technically gets all the factors I need. His explosions can do large amounts of damage, and can get angle shots. His mine can literally take out lots of enemies or get me higher. His traps can do large amounts of damage combined with the mine, except unless your tank or is destroyed. Also, his Riptire is one of my favorite ults. It can literally take out large amounts of enemies. Also, his passive ability. When he dies, if an enemy's near you, they get hit with explosions. Now, there are some flaws with Junkrat, and those are his range. Junkrat doesn't really have direct range. I mostly rely on angle shots. Also, he's useless against Sparrow, but still, he got my most body counts, and that's why he's number 1. Thank you for watching my first top 10 video. I hope you enjoy. I'll make another one next month.